Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian.
And Jynx here.
And welcome back to Company of Heroes 3 on the PlayStation 5. So it's been a couple days since we had a video, and that's because I did decide to take a little bit of time to play the game off camera. Because frankly, this is just not a game that you want to learn how to play, in the Let's Play. It's a lot more complicated than I was expecting. There's a lot more depth to it. So in another playthrough in this Italian campaign, I played up to turn 13. So I have made, quite a bit more progress than we have here, where, if you guys recall, we just started the main campaign here, since that first episode was just of the prologue. And so since it has been a couple days, you might not remember, last episode was the Battle of Salerno, and we won that battle, but we haven't wiped out this unit yet. So we're going to have to take them out. And so before we do that, let's go ahead and upgrade the Indian artillery, because they got some skill points here. Now this is where all of our different orders are. Since I do know the game better, I can help explain some of these mechanics and features, because I know there's a lot of people that are completely new to the series, as I am, that are watching this series, since it is its first run on console. So this is the artillery support. Within that circle, they can provide artillery support in any real-time battles. These are these two abilities here that you can use. It does use either fuel or, our manpower down there. Basically, it just disables your ability to attack and capture and just do anything, really, to either speed up the unit or to increase their line of sight. This is a company barrage, which is just like what these guys can do with the battleship bombardment. You can attack here on this campaign map and do damage to locations and units and stuff. But of course, just like the Battleship one, it does have a cost. It is a bit cheaper in munitions, but it's not as powerful. You can repair locations, all units can do that, and you can heal your units as well. So what we want to look at is the skills here. So I believe this is our first time looking at this unit. Maybe not. I don't think we looked at it in depth if we did look at it. So these are the abilities. We start out with the two. We've seen these already, that we can call in these two units here. And so you have to make a choice for each one of these abilities. You can't have both of these. You have to pick one of them. And so you can upgrade either of these two abilities, or we could get a new ability like War Cry. This one's too expensive. Off-map Airburst Barrage. We can also get passive upgrades. Or some of these are passive. Some of them are new abilities for units and stuff, but not like this, where you would use them like commander abilities or whatever. So we can get these upgrades. Our choices are Bravery. Infantry are 20% harder to hit when in enemy territory. The veteran vehicle crews, Ningos and Humbers, start at veterancy level 1, and then the medical support one here. And so you do have to kind of get them in order.
Bravery seems useful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think this might be the first one I got for the Indian artillery in my campaign. And then you have additional units that you can purchase, so you can bring these into the battlefield. And so this is pretty good too. Certain units don't have a good selection of units from the start, and so you kind of want to dedicate your first points towards this. But with the Indian artillery, I feel like they have a good selection. While it would be nice to be able to get the Stuart light tanks, we have the Shermans. You can get these earlier. But I think we're going to spend it on something else, like a passive upgrade. And yeah, I think Bravery is probably the best one to get right now. So that's what we're going to get. So that's going to boost that. And then the next one is Pillaging.
You love pillaging.
I love to pillage. Alright, so we have upgraded the Indian artillery. And we're actually going to use these guys to attack this unit here. Now, we're not going to fight this out on the battlefield because it is so easy. You do get extra bonuses. For instance, you get a lot more skill points if you fight it on the battlefield. But it would just take far too long, guys. If we fought every single one of these battles, we'd never make any progress. So we're just going to go ahead and auto-resolve.
And you lose.
Well, you can see it's a victory, so we didn't lose, but they do take a lot more damage than you would. So like he got 175 damage. In general, in my battles, I lose like maybe 7.5 maybe 12 points of damage or something like that. I generally don't lose very many units. Across the whole campaign, 13 turns in, and that's a lot of battles because I've been pretty aggressive. I don't know how many battles I've fought, but quite a few. And I think I've only lost across the whole campaign maybe 2 or 3 units. That's it. 2 or 3 squads.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I generally try to avoid losing units. I try to keep them alive.
Yeah, because it seems like a game that the AI would just like throw numbers at each other, not really caring if they live or die.
Yeah, that's what the AI does. It just throws its troops at you. Sometimes they retreat, like if they're in, you know, dire situations and they're going to die, but never quick enough, and they lose a lot of units. So, yeah, it's the same thing with the simulation, even when they outnumber them. So another thing we haven't really looked at yet is our planes. So we start with a grasshopper. And so the grasshopper is the scout plane, reconnaissance plane. And so we're going to go ahead and do a recon mission. If we hadn't been just loaded into the game here, then it would have required us to do this scout mission. It's kind of like part of the tutorial. I want you to do it right here. And this is a good place to do it, guys. So you can see what's going on over here. So we're going to do it like this. So it covers the whole zone here. And so that we can see what's over here. And this is pretty important because there can be these little, all these little bunkers here. And if you step within their range, you can see this little yellow range here and then the red, kind of hard to see on the map.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to see.
Yeah, if you go within the range from this direction, so if you attack them from behind, they don't do any damage. But if you step in this range, they do damage to you.
Oh, so it's like a cone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, like these guys, the machine gun bunkers, they do more damage to infantry. And there's another one over here. And then this is an anti-tank gun, and it does more damage to, as you'd expect, tanks.
Yeah, you would definitely want to pay attention to that.
Yeah, and they have much larger cones as well. So you can see theirs goes all the way to right here. And so if we step within that, then they'll do damage to us. And so you do need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that is a lot to think about.
Mm-hmm. And then there's anti-air emplacements, and they shoot your planes.
Well, that's nice.
So yeah, they'll shoot your planes and do damage to your planes, and your planes can be destroyed. So that's something else you got to consider. So we're probably going to want to make use of, I was going to say the battleship bombardment. Maybe a bombard right here to get rid of these 2 units here. Because, yeah, we don't want them to be able to attack us here if we go within this area. But I suppose we need to do it here as well. How many munitions we have? We have 200 munitions. How large is his barrage? It's probably just better to use his because his is cheaper.
Yeah, and it'll hit both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'll get rid of both of these units here. I think that's the best way to go about doing this. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. He'll fire from there. It's one of the advantages of starting with the artillery here. It's another reason to start with the artillery. And that gets rid of one of those shields as well. So that we can go take this location. And that did use his turn though. Unfortunately, we should have moved first and then bombarded. Although you can only bombard in a certain distance close to you, so we would have to move like right here or something. Because you can't bombard too close to your unit. Alright, so I guess the only thing we have left to do then, since all of our units have moved, is to go ahead and get a new unit. So we can't get these guys until after we've gotten captured those locations, Naples, Anzio, for the U.S. Armored Company. You can see the locations here to be able to get those. So that's the reason why it was good to get the UK Indian Artillery, since it'll be a while for you to be able to recruit those yourself. So we're going to want to go ahead and get the only unit we don't have yet that's available, because I think these are the only 2 we can get here, the U.S. Special Forces Company. And these are fun to use, and they're like the airborne. They can do paradrops and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then we're going to purchase that. That'll take a turn for us to get. Also, you can purchase ships if we wanted to. New battleship. We can't get the carrier yet, and that's because every location has these upgrades. So you can see you have to get the upgrade to be able to build battleships or carriers. So the only thing we can get right now is a destroyer. Alright, so I think that's the end of our turn. I don't believe there's anything else we need to do.
Good morning, Italy. Sophia here, broadcasting to you live from Rome. This goes out to the US 36th and their friends cowering on the beaches. Welcome to Italy, boys. The courageous men of the almighty German army await you with open arms.
Sir, the Germans are extending their supply lines and weakening ours in the process. We should recapture the lost supply points as soon as possible.
Salerno's ours, but we can't relax yet. We need to clear out the German defenses and take control of nearby towns. Then we can get planning our route to Rome. Now that we have Monte Corvino, we can bring in aircraft to help accelerate the push to Rome. Krauts won't know what hit them.
Our military training is the best in the world, but there's nothing like live combat to hone the men's skills.
Alright. So, because of our unit fighting here, we did get a skill, which they want to teach us all this. We did get 1 skill point. Might not be anything we actually want to get here for the airborne unit. Because if we were to get anything, we should probably get a unit here. This is one thing I've learned with the airborne. Is they have some difficulty with the tanks because they don't have any tanks or really anything to fight tanks outside of their infantry units, which can throw bombs at them and stuff. But frankly, you really just have the bazooka guys, and unless you get behind them, it takes forever to kill like a medium tank with a bazooka guy.
And the tanks are also a lot quicker.
Yeah, and so I have found that it's better to get a tank unit of some sort for the airborne units. So we're going to save up our points here and probably get that. The P-47 rocket would also help us deal with that. The rocket strike. So this is a plane. You actually have access to planes, right from the beginning. They get support from a P-47. But the 2 abilities, which we'll see when we fight with these guys, they're not great with fighting tanks. So this would be helpful as well. The only option that's really open to us, though, is getting like a heavy machine gun paradrop. So the heavy machine gun will drop in. So that's cool. Kind of like the paratrooper dropping in, but it's a heavy machine gun. It's nice to get those behind enemy lines. But that's not what we're going to get.
What's the mission?
I suppose we'll start with this guy, because we're going to need to attack with both of these units to be able to get into this location here.
And they need to be next to each other?
No, they don't have to be next to each other. So this is a munitions depot, so it's going to increase how much munitions we get each turn or whatever, or whenever we get those drops, those supply drops. Yeah, munitions are pretty important. Probably the most important one down there, honestly. So yeah, let's go ahead and attack with this unit first. There's no unit defending it, so we don't have to go down the map, and they won't do any damage to us. So the first attack gets rid of that shield that was left, and then this attack here will actually take the location for us. And because we already dealt with the machine gun nest, they're not doing any damage to us. So that'll take the location.
Excellent news, Commander. The Nocera munitions depot is now under Allied control.
And so that also improved General Norton's loyalty. These little meters there. And
just
then
barely.
yeah, just barely. And then maybe because we just got this location, we can't do anything with it yet. But we should be able to upgrade it later so that it produces more munitions for us. Now, with the Special Forces unit, we're going to send them the other way. They're going to go after this location because this is a fuel depot. And so that'd be useful to have. And we need to spread the units out. There's no point in bringing them all to the same locations. While they can support each other when they're next to each other and give each other special abilities, you only have the 1 unit on the battlefield.
Oh, really?
Like, this guy could be fighting and then he'll get the special ability to call in the paratroopers.
They can't go in the battle together, though?
No.
Oh.
Instead, they'll call them in, and then it's like a special ability that brings in a certain amount of units. But you still got to pay for them with your resources. The only difference between doing that over, just straight up building them is you get different units, and it's, quicker to get them because they paradrop in rather than need to, build all the stuff for them. Mm-hmm. So, it is better. So, keeping 2 units together isn't a bad idea, but yeah, keeping 3 is not going to help you that much, honestly. Alright, so I think that's it for the turn. I don't think we have anything else to do here. We could do a bombardment, but there's really not much to do here, guys. Because this tank unit, if we look at the properties, the terrain properties, says he's in a town. which gives them heavy cover. And I don't know that you can even do damage to them with bombardments. It seems like they just eat it and it doesn't do anything to him. So yeah, we don't want to bombard him when he has that heavy cover. So yeah, let's go on enter turn. And then he's going to start moving towards us. It's that kind of narrative event here. I think we have one more turn before he moves, though.
Sir, intelligence suggests the Germans are planning to retake Salerno. We cannot afford to lose that port.
Alright, so yeah, we'll have one more turn before they come after us. So we're going to want to go ahead and prep ourselves. Rather than bursting over here and going after them, I think it would be better to maybe set up here in this town and let them attack us. Or maybe even set up in this forest here where you can ambush them.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Can you do both?
What do you mean?
Like, can you set one unit up in the forest to ambush him?
Yeah, so if he goes this way, then he'd get ambushed. And if he goes this way, then he'd have to fight the unit that's in the town or whatever.
Is the ambush something that they do automatically when they pass through, or?
Basically, if they pass through and they can't see your unit, then it's an ambush.
Oh, nice.
And so an ambush, it's not even on the battlefield. You just do damage to them, and they have no chance to strike back at you.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's pretty useful. Basically, they have to have, like, this guy they would see him probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not, though.
So you can't see me. I put a branch on top.
Forest seems to be the key, though. Hiding in forest.
Got our forest camo on our faces.
So yeah, let's go ahead and move this unit right here in the city. Yeah, we'll move them in the city here.
That camo paint is so hard to get off.
It really is. I always hated putting on the camo, honestly.
And it fucks your pores up. Bad.
It looks cool.
It does.
Especially if you do like a good job with it. I mean, it looks awesome. But it's a pain to take off.
Yeah.
And when you're in the field on certain field problems, they make you put it on every day. And yeah, I was like young in the army, so I had, acne problems and stuff. So putting that stuff on just makes it worse.
Your skin is just angry.
Well, you're already out in the field for weeks without washing. We didn't shower very often. I mean, you get to go back like a 2-week marker to shower. And so you get really nasty out there, even if you're doing, the baby wipe washes. I'm not sure if I want to put him over here because I don't think he's going to try and go around us, honestly. It would be nice to ambush him.
Town.
I think he'll just go straight through here. And if we're way over here, I don't know if we'll get support from the airborne unit. And I'd like him to be able to help out. I don't know if we'll actually use the airborne unit, but it'd be nice to have any additional support we could get. So we're going to move him over here rather than ambushing him. And if he goes this way, then he goes that way. Whatever.
Airborne's real chill. Like, sure, boss. It'll be fine.
And we'll go ahead and heal this unit. We have plenty of manpower. That's usually not something you run out of.
Get to it. We got orders.
We're going to heal him up. That little bit of damage you took. Yeah, the airborne units are pretty chill. I was in an airborne unit, if y'all didn't know. I was not airborne myself, though. We got stop-lossed right when I was supposed to go to airborne school. Alright, so if I recall correctly, I think when we go here, we're going to get attacked by one of those machine guns. Like, I know it's there, but we're going to go there anyway, because there's not much we can do besides bombing them, and I'm not doing that, so I don't want to use munitions on this. So we're going to go here, and then you'll get to see the damage they do when you move in. See, they did 299 damage, because he's good against infantry. So it's significant.
Yeah,
that would really
take a chunk out.
Yeah, that would really weaken you. But we can destroy it with just one hit.
Well, that's nice.
But yeah, he already hit us and did all that damage. Now, again, it's only 50 manpower here to heal up, so that's what we're going to do. And it's like we didn't even get hit early. Alright, so we're good to go there. I don't think there's anything else to do, because again, we don't want to bombard this unit here. That wouldn't be wise, because I don't think it hit him. So yeah, let's go and enter turn. And then he should come after us here. And we'll see if he attacks. If he does, then we'll be on the defense, which will be a good circumstance for our first scenario, I think. You can see that they're being bombarded over there. Oh, he hid in the forest over there.
Wow.
All right, so he did hide in the forest. So if we had hid there, then he would have got ambushed there. So that would have been nice. All right, so yeah, if we move anywhere near him now, we're going to get ambushed.
So what the hell do we do now?
Bombard him.
Oh, I was about to say, because we know he's there.
Yeah. And so we can do the company barrage here, or we can do the... Because I don't know if we'll be able to do this because it's too close. Yeah, he won't do it this close because he's like, no. Because even doing this, there's a good chance we're going to get hit by it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just on the outside there.
So if we do it with the battleship's just like, whatever.
They're like, we don't care.
I don't care if I hit this guy. So we know he's in that forest. I don't know if that will destroy this, though. I hope not. Yeah, we'll just do this, guys.
It seems like it might.
Yeah, it might. You know, whatever, we lose it. I feel like it's worth... Because there's nothing else we could do. If we move, he's going to ambush us.
True.
And so there's really not anything else to do here, guys. Oh, well, that's not entirely true. I suppose if we wanted to attack him there, we could send in the reconnaissance plane. But that costs munitions as well. So that would be an option, but I'd rather blow him up.
Yeah.
That's funner anyways.
Let's blow him up.
Now, I think the force gives him some cover, but it's only light cover. So I think that just means we'll do less damage to him. But who cares? Let's blow him up. This is fun. And so generally, even if you can't see anything, as long as you do damage to it, then I'll let you see it. Is he not there?
Wow.
Huh. Maybe we didn't do damage to him because he's in light cover. I'm not entirely sure.
He's in an underground bunker.
All right, let's... God, I really don't want to send a reconnaissance over there for this. Yeah, I feel like this is...
You're being a pain in the ass, guy.
I wonder if he'll move next
Like, come
turn.
out?
Because he's supposed to be attacking Salerno.
Oh, he's never coming out.
We might give him a turn and see if he moves. If he doesn't move, then we'll try and find him. But honestly, this is... We might have still done damage to him, though. And maybe we didn't see that. I don't know. Alright, so let's have this unit. We got something we can do this turn. We got this unit that can go and attack here. So we're still making progress here, guys. This has no shield, so we can just grab it right away. And voila. Now we're earning more fuel return. And now we've connected to our territory over here. So we got the whole coastline now. Alright, so with this one, I think they haven't unlocked upgrade yet. I think that's what the deal is. Because yeah, there's not letting me upgrade anything, so I think they just haven't unlocked that yet. Because they're still kind of getting things unlocked really slowly. They want us to defend Salerno from counterattack, so let's just go ahead. I don't think he can get through here without fighting the units. I could be wrong though.
Give us something to do.
I don't know. Maybe move him right there.
Come on, that means us.
So that he can't get through the road without having to fight this dude. Yeah, that'd probably be for the best. Okay, so let's just see what he does. If he doesn't attack us, then I'll find him. What else are we gonna do? Alright, so let's go ahead and end our turn.
Yes, sir. We are ready to carry out our orders.
Yep, I know. Just skip your turn. That's not how this went down the first time I did this.
Of course not.
It's always way worse. Oh, now he's retreating. He did get damage to him. Do you see how much? Do you see how much damage we did to him though?
Yeah.
So yeah, it does do damage to him even when he's in the forest. We just weren't able to see him. And this is a perfect place for him to go because I actually want to bombard right here anyways to destroy all this stuff. So we can hit him again now. So I'm glad he retreated like a coward. So let's go ahead and bombard him. All of these units here. This is an airfield here. And so we'll be bombarding the airfield. So it should be really weak and we should just be able to walk over there and take it basically. So yeah, let's go ahead and bombard here. This will also weaken him, though it's not letting me do it right there. Maybe right here. There we go. This will destroy the machine gun nest, the anti-tank nest. Oh, there's another anti-tank nest over here.
Did a little damage over there.
Did some damage to him. Look at his health now.
He's hurting.
It seems we didn't get the anti-tank gun, though. So that's unfortunate. We might want to move these guys in first, then. so that the tank doesn't. I mean, these aren't tanks, but they're, you know, not infantry, so. We still have this guy, too. He can move. I suppose we'd want to go after this location next. I don't think anybody's defending it. So, yeah, we'll go and grab that next.
Close in, man. You know what to do.
You know what to do.
So, it should be an easy attack here. We'll have to do it twice because it has a shield, of course. So, I'll have to spend another turn doing it.
I love the voice acting.
It's not bad,
It's
yeah.
all very accurate.
Looks like
Also, there's this item here we can grab. It's a munitions crate. So, we'll want to get that. Luckily, we didn't destroy it. I was worried that we would have. Alright, so let's go.
in Texas they call this.
Let's see if this thing is attacking.
Oh, I wanted to hear in Texas they call this something.
Sooner we get there.
Yeah, it is still there. Okay, so we didn't kill that. That's unfortunate.
Standby.
Can we not attack that? Yeah, it's not letting me it's not letting me attack it for whatever reason.
You want I should carry?
Oh, it's not there no more.
Move out.
Oh.
We just couldn't see
Yeah,
that.
that's weird.
Okay, yeah, that was weird.
I couldn't see a health on it, but
So this was going to be our first skirmish battle. That's the way it's designed. But he's so weak now that we might as well just, you know, simulate it again. Though maybe we should let these guys get the experience. I don't know.
Orders have come in. Stand
What do you think? Who do you think should attack and get the experience level?
We got a mission, everyone.
I don't
So these
know.
guys are skill level 1.
We've been given our orders.
These guys are skill level 3.
Oh,
So they're a little bit higher skill.
probably the level 1 guys. I don't know.
Working for a
Let
living.
the airborne get a bit more experience. Okay.
Give it to them. Pay them back in spades.
Alright, so we have good strength level, so we're just going to auto-resolve this. This should be an easy win here, guys.
And they're Texans. You don't let them kill something, they're going to get fasty.
Yeah. Alright.
The men have held off the German counterattack on Salerno. Jerry will need to try harder than that in the future.
Yeah, Jerry.
Looks up, gunners.
Alright, so let's grab these munitions with this guy.
Packed and ready to move.
The area around Salerno is secure and the crowds are pulling back. We need to push forward and keep up the pressure.
Okay, so now we get a choice here. You'll see these frequently. We get a choice of what we want as a reward. So we can get a transport plane to Salerno Airfield with 400 munitions and 100 fuel. Unfortunately, we already have 227. There is a cap of like, I don't know what our cap is currently, probably 400, 450, somewhere around there. And so we won't get most of those munitions. But we will get the transport plane, which is pretty good, especially considering the fact that we are over our cap, so we couldn't build one. And the transport plane is how we do the paradrops. We could instead get a UK artillery. And remember, we're over the cap, so these are all units that we wouldn't be able to build ourselves. And get a UK artillery, so another one of these guys. Or another paradrop, US Airborne. I'm thinking the transport plane, honestly.
Yeah, I think that would be more useful.
So we can do paradrops because they're fun. So we're going to do that,
Yes,
guys.
Commander.
Sir, the Allied landing in Taranto met with little resistance, and our forces are establishing a secure presence in the region.
Okay, so the planes have delivered goodies. And we've gotten more loyalty.
Goodie bags, that's a ton of them.
And so this is the C-47 Douglas. And so that allows you to do a bunch of different things we couldn't do before. So we can do supply drops to restore a company's supply movement points and action points. So that means that you can use a unit twice, basically, if you do this. So that's a pretty powerful bonus. And then we also, of course, can do the paradrops. And we can paradrop this guy, which is what we're going to do. We're going to be paradropping him. And I'll show you guys where he's going to paradrop probably next episode. I don't think that'll be this one.
Look alive, airborne. Stand by, soldiers.
Alright, so he can move. We've gotten the munitions. Our cap was even lower than I thought. It was only 300. Unfortunately. And there's not really anything we can do with that if they haven't unlocked our upgrade. And yeah, they still haven't. There's nothing we can do right now. Now these here, these are supply drops. I think they just give you more supply.
Give us something to do.
We can upgrade this guy as well. But again, we're waiting for the units. So I don't think there's anything we're going to get here right now. Yeah, we're going to wait till he gets 3 points. Or 4 and get the Sherman tanks. So I think we're done this turn. So yeah, we might not get a battle in this one, unfortunately. We were supposed to have a battle against that tank unit. I was expecting
he
it
got
would.
scarred.
Do you trust your CEO to lead you on your path to victory? Or could you do a better
Alright, so we got the Axis radio over here talking to us.
You can tell me.
Yeah, Access Sophia's kind of a cunt.
Well, yeah, Axis is...
Salerno secure. We should head toward Rome. The port at Naples and the Foggia airfield are both good choices for our next objective.
Alternatively, targeting Potenza would give us control of a central hub and a stronger hold on the region before we move north.
Commander, now that we've got Salerno under control, we need to decide where we're headed next.
As I was saying, the Axis is the faction we're fighting. You know, the Germans and the Italians, their alliance. Some would say the Japanese are part of the Axis as well. But they're a much looser alliance than the Germans and Italians had. Alright, so now we get a choice. These guys don't agree on anything. Like on literally nothing. And you kind of are picking sides a lot of times. So, Buckram wants us to take Naples, which we're really close to.
I mean, that one makes sense.
Well, the other guy wants us to go after Potenza.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, it's much further away. But that's actually where we're going to airdrop into, so... But we're not ready to do that yet. And I think we're going to do the Naples one just because it's closer. And Buckram, he's got some nice loyalty bonuses. And I'm not sure where this one is. Foggia? Where is that one? That's way over here. Why the hell would we go way over there?
Yeah, we're just gonna gun for that one.
So yeah, we're going to go after Naples.
Right away, Commander.
And he'll be happy about that. Once we take it. Alright, so let's see how we want to do this. So we need to take that, and then we need to go... Oh, we've gotten the detachments now. So that increases their auto-resolve power. So they'll do better in the auto-resolve. But most importantly, it lets us build stuff here on the main map. And so you can see, here's the detachment slot, so you can buy an extra detachment slot. Are they trying to make me do that? I don't know what they want me to do here. We're in it.
They want you to do the skills.
I think they want me to go over here. Alright, so these are the emplacements. Some detachments unlock the ability to build static emplacements, such as howitzers, anti-aircraft guns, and supply caches. Or supply caches. So, these things we've been seeing on the map, we can build those. The problem is that they require your population down there. And you can see we're already over our cap currently. And so I don't know how worth the emplacements are unless you just have like one extra point with like nothing else to do with it. You know, it does, as I said, improve your auto-resolve power, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like you want to get planes and ships and units and stuff instead.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these are the detachments that are available to this particular unit. They all have different ones. So you can get anti-aircraft, Tommy detachment. This is nice because you can do encircle target ability, which immobilizes an enemy company. And so that's a good one to have. And so it keeps the unit from moving. So that might be one we want to do because you don't actually have to build something on there to get that one. So yeah, maybe we'll do that one because we do have the extra. Yeah, let's do that. And so now you can see that is down here in our detachments. And you can disband it if you want to. We don't want to do that. And so in order to get another one, we'd have to get another detachment slot for 100. So you notice that these guys had the anti-aircraft and the howitzer. The airborne will instead have a logistics detachment. That's the rifle one, so the equivalent of his Tommy one, and then the howitzer one. So we can do this because again we have the manpower to do so. So we'll get those ones, and then they've got, just take a look at theirs, logistics and the howitzer. So we'll just get the rifle one for all these units here. And now, nope, I was hoping we'd have the ability to upgrade. I was like, now we'd have the ability. No, they still haven't unlocked that for us just yet. These guys can now upgrade. I think we had that available before, though. Yeah, they just won't let us upgrade these yet. For whatever reason. Alright, so this guy's going after this here. So again, we're not going to have any battles in today's episode.
Yeah, today was super easy.
Mm-hmm. And we'll take that, and then we'll go take this airbase over here, which you can move your planes over there if you need to, though we do have a lot of range here. I think it's like way over here somewhere. You can see it on the map somewhere. It's kind of hard to see, though. You might have to have the unit selected. Yeah, maybe you need to have the unit selected, like what thing you're trying to do, like the recon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see how far it goes. Like, we can recon all the way up to there, so... Right there. There's a little red line. So they can recon really far away. So we don't need to move him yet. It's fine where he's at currently. Though I do want to recon Naples. Because I want to see if we can get there without getting our battleship blown up. I don't recall if there's any of the coastal guns, which do damage to your... Who's going to take the city? I guess this guy should take it. He did the work.
Well, this should be easy to take.
Yeah, we're just taking the airbase over here. Alright, so these emplacements now don't have supply, so they'll eventually die. So you don't have to attack them.
Do they have enough to attack you?
Well, he could if he was pointing to us.
Oh, he's not even pointing in that direction.
So we could easily attack him and just destroy him.
Just sneak up on them.
You don't really get much.
Snap their necks.
You might get some resources doing that, I'm not entirely sure.
You can get some sandbags.
Yep, you can get sandbags. But basically, you wouldn't be able to go down this road as long as he's there. So you'd have to take him out at some point. And then this is the real problem. The anti-aircraft gun here is the real issue there. Because it'll shoot your planes as they go by. So yeah, you might want to like deal with that. So let's do a reconnaissance real quick. I want to see what's in Naples. So let's go ahead and do a recon mission over here in Naples. We'll try and keep it so it's not too close to that guy. I don't know if he'll fire at us or not. We'll find out. So he'll move on over here, and we'll see what's in the area.
It's a zippy little plane. Oh, damn. Oh,
so
whoa.
we're anti-aircraft guns there. And so you can see that our gun's taking a bunch of, or our plane's taking a bunch of damage now.
Yeah, it is. Jeez.
Yeah, there's far too many anti-aircraft guns. I couldn't remember if they were here or not. Now we know.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. All of them are firing at us currently.
Oh, that poor plane.
Yeah, he's not doing well. Alright, so I had forgotten that they were all over there. Okay, so we can bombard him with both this guy and with our battleship because the battleship can't come over here yet. Because we have these coastal guns, and they can do a lot of damage to your ships. So we got to take those out as well. So we're going to want to aim to take them all out. So let's go ahead and do the battleship bombardment. I wonder if we can't hit... Yeah, you can't hit those ones too. Trying to like hit as many units as possible. I think this is going to be the most we're
yeah,
going to do.
that looks like the best.
Yeah, let's take these guys out here. And that'll also take down the shields for Naples so that we can just take it over. I don't know if there's going to be any units there. As of right now, there's nobody, or else we just can't see them. So we'll do that. And then should probably do it with this guy as well. These are some artillery. So the howitzers, they don't do damage for moving in their area. Instead, they can like attack you on their turn. So let's go into the town here. I don't know if he'll be able to hit from here. Hopefully. Maybe I should just see how far he can hit. And this will probably be the last thing we do. He definitely can't hit where he's at. There's his circle. He should be able to hit. Oops. Almost blew up an empty area there. That wouldn't have been good at all. So we're going to move into the town right here, I suppose. And then strike them from here. Hopefully this is close enough. And we did take damage from this unit over here. The anti-tank unit. So, yeah, he hit us. Unfortunately. So every time we move, he'll be able to hit us. So that's another thing we need to take care of. So yeah, this will take out the last shield in Naples and destroy that anti-aircraft gun and the coastal gun here.
They just fire on that plane the whole time.
Yeah, we might end up losing it.
Yeah, it looks like we might.
I mean, it's only the one that's still attacking it. We don't have any ability to take it out right now, so I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see, guys. And unfortunately, I don't know that we could buy another one because of our lack of population. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. But we can now safely move over here. We did use their bombardment, right? Yeah, we did. So let's go move over there.
He's driving crazy.
Yeah.
He's drunk.
Maybe a little. And so we were able to safely move over here because we took out the coastal guns. There is more over here, though, that we need to take care of. So yeah, Naples is, open for our taking now. We just need to go over there and grab it. Unless they move a unit over there, which I expect they might. But I think that's it for our turn here, which means it's also going to be the end of today's episode. So no battles in this one.
Surprising.
Unfortunately, I actually wanted to get a battle in this one. But next episode, we should have a battle, hopefully. We'll see. We got this airbase. These can be repaired. Let's actually go ahead and do that. So get that repaired up. Yeah. That cost our... a lot of those type of things require this manpower here.
Can the recon plane land there instead of going to the other place?
No, you'd have to go back and then rebase them over here.
I see. So they're connected to the airfield that they come from?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's going to get destroyed because he's almost dead already.
Yeah.
And there's only one anti-aircraft gun currently fighting, attacking him right now. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. He's going to make it. We'll have to see. If he does, he's going to be heavily damaged. But unfortunately, that is going to be the end of today's episode. You see, we already got to turn 7. I mentioned I was on turn 13, so not much further than this. But again, that's because I was very aggressive in attacking and having a lot of battles. Particularly around turn 10 to 13. I had like a stupid amount of battles. With one of my units got attacked 3 times. 3 times. Back to back to back. All in one turn. And then also a ton of battles, so I did some airdrops and stuff. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.